they always tripping. We do this every day. They must not know how we do it where we stay in Cali.
What's up, everybody? Welcome back to another episode of Down Podcast. Today we got a special guest, Lionel Salinas, and we're gonna chop it up today. All right. So what were you saying right now? You went to the doctor?
I went to the doctor for some blood tests. They want to do a panel on me and find out what's going on. Because lately I've been hurting, and they're trying to figure out why.
But what are you feeling?
Well, right now under my rib cage, there's a lot of pain. I could move, and I don't know if it's. They already told me I have a hernia, so maybe that's what's going on.
And what, you gotta get that surgically removed?
Well, they got to surgically go in and repair it. But on the 24th, I got to go in for the annual man's stuff, you know.
Dang. Hey, well, what year do you start doing that, the man stuff? Because I always hear it a lot, and I don't know when.
Oh, I started back when I was 40 years old.
When you're 40, you did?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, damn.
Oh, yeah, I've done it twice before, so I got to go do it again, so.
So let's just let's go back into your life. You're a Lindsay native?
No.
No? Where were you born at?
I was born in Ohio, Curtis, Ohio.
Wow. Hey, and what? Your parents were from there? Your dad was from there?
No, they're from McAllen.
McAllen, where's that? Texas?
Texas.
Yeah.
McAllen, Texas.
So are you Mexican or Tejano or what?
No, we're Mexicans.
Oh, okay.
Oh, I don't know what you want to call Tejanos because my dad and mom are from there. I'm from Ohio. 5 of us from Ohio. 2 from Wisconsin.
Mm-hmm.
1 from Texas. 1 from San Jose. 1 from Tulare.
How many brothers and sisters you got?
We're 10.
10?
Yes.
And where are you at in the bracket?
Number 4.
Number 4?
Number 4.
Cheers to that.
Well, yeah.
Cheers to that. You were a big brother.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah.
A lot of times the big brothers get the harder part, no?
Well, yeah, it all depends on how you take it. You know, your siblings are always going to be your backup because you take care of them.
Yeah.
You know, so, I can call them right now and they'll be right here. There's not a.
You guys are like a united
We're very
family
close.
like that?
We're very close.
Oh, that's good, man.
You know.
And
We see each other on Wednesdays. We see each other on Fridays. You know.
Wednesdays and Fridays?
Yep. Go
mandatory.
Well, mandatory if you're going to be there. If you don't, that's fine. You know, go have a couple beers and just see how everybody else is doing. You know,
update.
Sure.
Did your family do that since you were young, or?
No. After it's probably been going on about 5-10 years. Right in there, and we always get together and.
Well, when you were a kid in Texas, did your family do that a lot?
I was not in Texas. Remember?
Oh,
we moved. I was born in Ohio. We moved to Texas.
Oh, okay.
So you got to remember, I was only 5 years old.
Oh, at that time.
We moved here in 58, 59 to Tonyville. That's where we were raised, basically, in Tonyville.
So you got here when you were 4?
Yeah, 4 or 5, yes.
Damn.
Yeah.
And straight to the hood.
Well, I don't know if it was a hood then, but apparently it became that.
So, like, for the people that are, around California or around the world that don't know, Tonyville, explain it.
Tonyville is a very hard place to live. You can move in there, but if they don't know you, you better get to know them. It's very dominated by who they are. Back in the day, it was the Valenzuelas, Tony. They call it Tonyville because of Tony Hernandez. He owned a store there. So he owns a lot of property, and we rented from him. My sister-in-law that became to be, Stella Harrell, which they lived next door to us, and my brother ended up marrying her back in the day. And it's just a big old family, but you can't just go in there.
Yeah. It's like 3 streets, right? 3 or 4?
4.
4 streets. 4. So it's a 4-street town.
Yeah, we lived on 2 of them.
And how'd you guys get there? Somebody lived there already, or you guys just were looking?
My dad. My dad back in the day in Ohio, he was a truck driver for Stokely Cannery, which is a tomato cannery type stuff, and So he ventured this way and found it. So,
And at that point, what, you already had 3 older siblings, right?
oh yeah.
And how many rooms did your house have, or where did you guys land at?
Let's see. There was a living room, my mom and dad's room, a kitchen,
Wow.
and an outhouse out there.
And how'd you guys make it work?
You just do.
And more kids were coming in at this time too?
Well, of course. My last brother was born in '65.
Oh, dang.
Yeah, so
So how was it growing up, like, you know?
it was awesome.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, it was awesome. You know,
What's a good memory that you could tell me about Tony?
always being around, having my brothers there, my sisters there, and we never needed anybody else to go. Let's play softball, play, you know,
guys were a whole team
volleyball.
already?
We were already a team. So when we went up north to go do the labor over there, you know, the seasonal.
For tomato?
Nope.
Or for what?
La ciruela.
Picking it or what?
Well, yeah, la ciruela, prunes.
Prunes, huh?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
You had the ciruela, you had the fresas, you had apricots, you had peaches.
And your dad would take you guys or what?
Well, yeah.
The whole...
The whole, get in the back of the truck, let's go.
And start fruit picking.
Yeah, that's what we did. We knew we didn't have vacations like everybody has.
Like in the summer?
Yeah. Once that school's done, we're gone.
You wanted to go to summer school, huh?
Hell yeah.
You laugh.
Oh, hell yeah.
And how far-
but in the whole sense of the deal, you don't need to have the summer. Later on, after you grow up and you realize what you did for the family, we all worked, we did what we had to do, and we'd all come back before school, and we would go here to Frady's upholstery, or J.C. Penney's right across the street, which is now the marijuana place.
J.C. Penney was here in Lindsay?
Yeah.
Oh, damn. What year was this?
Well, in the 70s.
J.C. Penney.
Yeah.
Dang, that's crazy. What else was there?
Cork and Bottle, right next door, the liquor store. Then you had Ben Franklin's, 5 and 10. You had all kinds of stuff, you know. Lindsay Apparel, which was right next door where Que Paso is now, or whatever that bar is.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
That was an apparel?
Yeah, so we'd go in. The girls would go in first. We had an account there. They all knew us. They'd get their clothes. Then when they were done, we'd go in and get ours for school. So that's the way it works.
That's just how it is, ladies
That's
first?
the way it works. Yeah, oh, yeah.
Was your dad strict, like, on respect and things like that?
Of course.
Elbows on the table?
Of course.
Oh, yeah?
Oh, yeah.
So what's something you would get in trouble for that you do now?
You couldn't go into my house.
Nobody. What do you mean?
If I introduce you, yeah, come in with me. Yeah, I did introduce you to my mom and dad, and you say, "All right, nice to meet you." There's the door. Keep going. You weren't allowed in the house.
Oh, shit.
No. It's just one of those deals that, you know, the way we grew up was really awesome. It was hard. Don't get me wrong. Dad was not an easy man. He was a tough guy.
It's like a real traditional Mexican family.
True. Big time. Even his friends would come over and they'd be out there drinking a beer or whatever. They weren't allowed to go inside or anywhere close. No. That's the way it was.
They used to hit you? A couple spanks?
Oh, no. Oh, well, we got the spanking. I mean,
Yeah.
come on.
It comes with the package.
Yeah, it comes, you know, but we were all pretty good about everything, and we all went working in the fields, of course, you know, and we got to the point where we were old enough, you know, me and my brothers, we'd get beer and go spread bends and go do whatever, because my dad was a contractor,
Oh, okay.
you know, for Waddell and Sons back in the day, so we were all over, you know.
Were you say you were a good kid or bad kid?
Me, I was an ornery son of a bitch.
Oh, what? What were you?
I was an ornery son of a bitch.
What does that mean?
You really don't know what that means?
Like you were honorable, right? Ornery.
Like mean.
No, I didn't graduate.
tough.
You wouldn't.
You know that.
I wouldn't take nobody's shit.
Oh, that's what it means? Yeah,
That's what it means.
Oh, okay. Yeah, honorable, right? You're honor.
No, ornery.
No, it's a different word. You probably never hear.
What's the definition?
Ornery? You don't take no shit.
Basically.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah. I fuck with that. I like that.
Yeah.
And what? And that, they build you up to be that, or you were already that?
Back when I was 12 years old, about 11 and a half, I fell out of a tree. My fault. Broke my back. And when I finally went back to school, I had a cast from my neck down to my groin. And it was bubbled out. So I was called pregnant lady. I was made fun of. They threw balls at me. In all aspects, they were, mean to me because I couldn't do nothing.
Kids are vicious. Huh?
Oh, no. And then a little time, I got better, and then I took care of business.
You had it written down, everything.
Oh, no, I already knew all of them. I didn't,
But
no.
at school, were your brothers there? Like, you had older siblings? That
My older brother, Joe, he was there. My oldest brother, he had to go work. Yeah, he had to go work, make money for the family and whatever. So he was the one that went out. But older Joe, and then he only went till the junior. So he was a junior, and then he decided to get married.
Yeah.
Peace for him,
Yeah, you got married, yeah.
So when you were younger and they were bullying you and all that?
Yeah, he was 16 when he got married.
16?
Yep, and he's still married to her.
Yeah. That's the key right there, huh?
Yep.
But when you were younger, 12 years old, and they would bully you and all that, you came back and played sports, or you came back hard? Like you came
I
back
couldn't
as a
play
normal?
sports.
Oh, at all? Well, you broke.
I had to work.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
They didn't care about that, huh?
Yeah, no, hell no.
Yeah,
my
that's
dad
what makes
couldn't.
sense.
My dad couldn't wait for I got kicked out of school.
He was trying to convince you to drop out, huh?
No, not really. Not really. But I could drive anything, So
What age did you start driving?
9. Oh yeah, I worked out at Waddell Ranches out here. Millionaire. If you go on 220, you'll see the mansion still there. His name was George Waddell, and I mowed all the lawns and everything else. And there was a truck there that I moved around and did whatever. And then I drove all the tractors. I drove all of them, and to this day I still know how to drive all of them.
And when did you guys make it out of Tonyville?
65.
65. You were already how old at that time?
Well, 65 I was 11.
Okay, so from 4 to 11 you were in Tonyville, and then you guys got a house?
My dad bought a house right there where we live now. Where the house is there. Where my sister
You guys still own it and all that?
Yeah.
Oh, cool. Is your dad still around?
Oh no, he passed away. He passed away in 87.
87? And your mom?
My mom passed away 2010.
Oh, dang.
Yeah. Oh, I can give you dates.
Yeah, I'm back.
Oh, I can give you dates.
Like, dang, he knows.
You want to go to the date? My dad passed away December 23rd. My mother passed away on 10 days before my birthday. Or after my birthday, thank God. On the 11th of August.
What's something you remember about when you moved into your new house? Were you tripping out?
A lot of white people.
Yeah. You were by the white folks, huh?
Oh, big time. Big time. Good people.
Yeah.
Oh,
And you
good
just-
people.
But what was your reaction like when they told you, hey, this is gonna be? Because you're 11, you get it already.
I loved it.
Yeah.
Oh, hell yeah.
From being to a little room.
Compared to where we were in an outhouse and everything else for a while, having to take a shower out in the goddamn, have a garden hose where you turn on in a shack. Yeah, that's pretty nice.
And at this point, there was a lot more of you guys, brothers. And sisters?
Yeah. He was the last. At 65, my brother was the last one born. But my sister, she lived there for a while, and then she got married. And then my brother got married. My other brother got married. All three of them left in 73.
Did you ever have your own room at all?
No.
The whole time, no?
Oh, no. My brother slept with me till he was married. Yeah, we slept in the same bed.
Yeah. Well,
Yeah.
10 people, yeah, you gotta, unless you have a mansion.
Oh, yeah.
And at that point, when in high school, what would you do? What was you just didn't care about school because you were already working too much, huh? Or what?
Yeah, if I cared more about school, I'd probably be more, which I could spell more. I do okay. I get by. But I really didn't give a shit about it.
Were you trying to pass at least?
Well, yeah, no, I passed. I was the first one in my family to pass.
Oh, really?
Oh, yeah, because my brother Joe got married.
Yeah, he was married before you even went to first grade.
So finished it off and went that way.
And after school, what'd you do after high school?
Yeah, I went in the military for a while.
Military?
Yeah.
And how was the signing up point? Like, when did you decide I'm gonna do this?
When I got pissed off at my dad,
Oh yeah, he said this one's gonna hurt him.
it didn't hurt him.
No.
He just laughed.
So you had a good relationship with that, or how was it?
It was hard.
It's always guys.
It was hard. I had a lot of respect for him, but it was hard. You know,
But why was-
we got into it a lot. You know, once you get older and everything else, and hey, it's just one of those deals that you live through. But he supported the family. He did whatever he had to do for the family, and you know, it was all good. But tell me you never fought with your father.
Ooh, I fought today with him.
Okay.
You know, but not like a real fight. But
No.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And it's not even really arguing either. It's just more like messing around, arguing. Like, you know, that's just how you get along with your dad. You're not. It's hard. Like, how many times did your dad tell you he loved you?
Me?
Yeah.
One time he was mad at me, and he happened to go to the bathroom, and I threw him in the shower with me, and I told him I loved him because he was mad at me at that time. I said, you know, there's no reason, you know, because I did a little bit something that embarrassed him a little bit, and it wasn't to embarrass him, it was to protect him. He just didn't understand that because he's a man's man, and
Yeah.
what I did was not, you know, I just didn't want him to get hit, and I pushed him out of the way.
Yeah.
Or put my hands on my father. But yeah,
That's the thing that,
yeah.
like, because remember we see each other at the cemetery a lot, right?
Yeah.
Is that who you're visiting,
Well, of course.
or you got a couple more people that you?
Oh no, my brother, my mother, and my dad, right there.
And you just go right there, chill.
Mm-hmm.
And what do you think about that? Is because I always go and I always see the same cars, like seeing the same people. You know, I always feel like it's a little community almost, but without being a community.
They show their respect.
Yeah, huh? Because I'm like, it's weird that it's always all of us out here, you know?
Mm-hmm.
Or, I'll be leaving, see you going, or see another car going, another car going, and it's just like, I don't know, like, your nephews, do you think they like, well, did they ever meet your dad?
My nephews?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And like, because they say like after generations, people forget.
Oh,
But
no.
that's the only reason the people are letting them forget, right? Or what do you think?
No, well, my nephews all know. My two boys, one's 43 and the other one's 36. Well, going to be 43, but they got to meet their dad. I mean, my dad before he passed. You know, but he was very proud of having my boys. You know, which he was with all of them, but he had that side that he just look at you. They said the same thing. They said the same thing about me.
Yeah, you got it, huh?
Oh, I got it big time.
You picked that up from him?
I could, yeah, definitely.
Is there things that you do
Well,
that like
all I got to do is look at you.
and that's what people do?
If I'm pissed off.
And it's just no hiding nothing. The read is there.
If I got something to say, I'm gonna say it.
And would your dad like eat first, or how was it like?
You know what? I don't remember really a lot of that because We actually never sat at the same time, all of us.
Really?
Well, 10 of us. How the hell are you going to sit 10 people at the table?
Thank you.
How the hell are you going to sit
You need the couch up
How the hell are you
there.
going to sit?
So then how would it work? Everybody gets home
I
right.
think my dad ate later after we were done. You know, everybody. Mom always took care of all the, you know, like everybody today is brought up on the salsa and the jalapenos y esto y esto, marisco and esto. We never had that. No, she just cooked whatever she cooked. She used the spices that she used, tortillas, and here we go. We didn't have dessert. We didn't have this. No. That's how we were brought up. And now they want to have this, y la chingada, this. Shut up.
Sides.
3-course meals.
Yes.
Yeah, exactly. It's kind of weird because I can't eat the hot stuff. I was never brought up with it, and my nephew Richie, oh, they eat jalapenos y la chingada. And, you know, I can't do it, dude.
So what was a typical meal for you?
Papas, meat, sopes, frijoles, of course, tortillas all the time. You know.
If your mom was around and made you one last meal, what would it be? Overcooked.
Mom could cook anything in goddamn 10, 15 minutes.
Fast. Well,
Fast.
you gotta be able to, yeah.
Fast.
Feeding 10 kids.
It didn't matter what the hell she had. She would cook it with no problem, quick. I loved her beans.
Beans, huh?
Hell yeah.
It's a simple thing, but it's so hard to make. It's hard. You won't ever catch, a good beans, even at restaurants. Or rice stuff.
The one that I like, rice is not the one that gets me, the beans. Is over Tarasco on Main Street.
Oh, on Mooney?
On Main.
Or Tarasco?
Yeah,
Yeah.
Their beans are yeah.
Yep, I went there like 2 weeks ago for the first time.
Mm-hmm.
And
Yeah,
good.
their beans are awesome. So it reminds me a lot of that. But they'll put the salsa there and everything else, and I don't even touch it.
You just go for the beans?
Yeah, the beans and whatever food I'm gonna have.
Yeah.
The other day I went in there. Well, it was about 3 weeks ago. Me and my niece Lori, and I ordered a tostada. Give me some rice and beans. My meal comes back. It's a tostada made out of rice and beans. The vato forgot to tell me. He never told me. He never asked me if I wanted something on the meat, whatever. So he made it out of rice and beans.
And what? Did you eat it still?
It was good.
Or did you give him the stare?
No.
No,
He
you
was
let him
good.
slide?
He was good. He was good. He just didn't get it. Yeah.
Back in the days in Lindsay, was there any like restaurant, like Mexican restaurants here, or it was different back then?
Chinas.
Chino's was the only Mexican restaurant.
Back in the day, and then you had the bars were all over. Chavela's was there.
My grandpa always says he used to go to a bar down this street. What was that one?
Oh.
Down Mount Vernon, the glass windows. He's like, when I first showed him the shop, he's like, yo tomaba aquí.
Oh, God, I can't fucking remember the.
Like,
It starts with a T.
The blue spot down the street.
Yeah, right next door to Gary's shop.
oh, right there.
Yeah, my grandpa says when I brought him to see the
Yeah,
shop, he's like, I used to drink beers in here. And I'm like, this was never a bar. He's like, yeah, it was. But
Yeah,
he was
it was.
talking about down there.
Yeah,
there was.
Like down the street from Progresso?
No, mijo, right here.
Oh, here by the body shop.
Right here.
But you remember
the
pulling
roof
up
is
there?
gone and everything else.
Yeah, everything's gone.
Yeah.
You
God.
remember pulling up in there though?
Well, hell yeah.
Oh, really?
Oh yeah, my brothers used to go in there all the time.
That was their spot?
Well, that's where their spot till they got in a fight, but we'll leave that one alone.
Ah, damn. Hey,
Then-
that's another thing about older brothers, huh? There's always some fights or something, huh? Cause
Well, of course.
there's always some shit going down there. Where they call you and be like, hey.
No,
pick
I
this
was
up.
already married. They didn't even, they called me the next day when they got out of jail. But over there where the restaurant is, Mocajete,
Yeah, what was that?
it was a pool hall.
A pool hall.
Yeah. Domenito.
I feel like back in the days there was a lot more entertainment. Cause remember, like the teen zone, there was the boxing upstairs. There was more. There was an arcade, wasn't there?
Mm-hmm.
You remember when there was an arcade?
Mm-hmm. Teen Zone had a lot of shit going on. But what happened in this town is what's happened in a lot of towns. The parents forgot their kids. They didn't give a fuck. In other words, they roam. Welfare is a bad one. When the government came in and they told them that they couldn't work at a certain age till they get older, that's bullshit. My brother Danny was in goddamn bin. That was his babysitting crib in a bin while we were picking.
Really?
There was none of this. Put a pedal in this and that. Nah.
Yeah,
It screwed a lot of things, so. What are you waving your hands about?
Yeah, talk. Tell
I was
him.
telling him it's Danny's who.
That is Danny.
From, who
Yeah,
bought the
Dan-
building from.
The one that sold you the building.
The one that
That's
sold
Danny.
the building. Danny, shout out Danny.
Yeah.
How you for beer? You want one?
Another one? Hook him up.
Yeah, bring it.
Get him
Whenever
a
you're
bullet.
ready, they're right here.
Yeah. Give him a bullet. So I just want to go back like on Lindsay history, you know? Anything else from Lindsay, you know?
Oh,
Do I have
So was there a lot of Mexicans when you were here though? Like back in those days?
they were getting here.
And but did you notice it like? 'cause you lived
Well,
through
no,
it.
we noticed it.
Right? You
Oh,
lived
yeah, of course. We had the whites against Mexican battle
Really?
and all that. Yeah, of course.
So you would pull up to a bar and there'd be a couple.
Well, no, I'm talking back in high school
Oh, even in high school.
and junior high.
Oh dang.
Oh, yeah.
And it
I'm
was
not
like
talking.
even, or-
I'm not talking back in when I was at the bar. That was a different story.
That was over right here. So at school, but were you guys outnumbered? Was it half and half, or like how was it in your time?
You know what? They were overpowering us,
Really?
but they didn't have the.
The strength?
Well, I don't know if we call it strength or didn't give a shit.
Yeah. But what's something you remember that brings you back to that time?
Oh, that time?
Yeah.
Good luck going home before you get caught or.
Oh yeah, walking home or what?
Well, we walked home all the time.
Mm.
You know, back in the day, because we lived over here by Lindsay Foods, and we walked the tracks all the way to the high school over there. So it was a long walk, you know. No, we didn't go through snow and all that bullshit, no. But every time I got kicked out of school, I will tell you this one. For some reason, I hit the road, to cross the road, and there'd be my dad.
Oh shit.
What'd you do? Got into it. Get in. Let's go. They didn't punish me. Put me to work.
Straight to work.
Yeah.
It's either school or this.
Well, no, he wanted me to do this instead of school.
He had already clocked you in as soon as you jumped
Oh,
in the
no.
truck.
In those days, you know, we didn't make the money. He made the money, but hell, he's taking care of 10 kids and everything else, so.
So when you guys would work, would he break you guys a little bit of bread, or was it all for the family?
Very little.
Give you a little crumb, here you go, hey, buy some.
Yeah, I think we got $2 on a Friday.
But at that time, $2 would get you what?
Well, I don't remember.
You
I
just
don't,
remember
I
$2.
don't remember now to this day, but you know, at least we got sodas and whatever in the hell we wanted to get. But we were always working, so we go from here to San Jose, Napa. We even went to Bremerton, Washington one time.
And all this, what you're doing, hauling or picking?
No picking.
Oh, damn.
Yeah,
La corrida.
la corrida. Exactly.
What was the employment demographic? Was it like predominantly Mexican or was it like mixed? Filipino, white?
Yeah, were white people picking fruit at that time and all that?
Oh no.
So,
The thing you got to remember is when you go work, like we spent the time in Napa every year. and we'd go there, and we'd be not. We had other families when we went to the field. They were working with us, and the competition was always there. My family against your family.
Oh yeah.
You know, the dads.
Yeah, yeah.
You know. So anyway, this one time we were out there picking and everything else, and I got called. It's a nickname that I've always had, and they call me nigger.
There's a younger generation one
Because
too. There's one
I'm dark. I'm dark. I was even darker then. But anyways, and, you know, that
You're in the middle of the race.
El negro.
so they're going. Then they got together or whatever. My dad and the guy that's picking against us, which is Acevedo. That family, they're from here.
And they
Anyways.
but you guys got 10 soldiers deep, bro.
Oh yeah, no. He was talking to this guy. And how many bends we had? Hey, no, Dad, we only got. Oh my God, I got a talking to that day.
Oh, he tried to lie and you.
Well, of course.
What'd he
Well,
say?
one's gonna pick more than another, you know. It was kind of fascinating. There was an old man, and he's a friend of mine, or a friend of ours. He passed away, Mr. Felix, and he'd always have 8mm movies. Bugs Bunny, Mickey Mouse,
On tapes.
on tapes, and he'd show that in the evenings to all the kids. So we were in la corredor right there. So we'd all be sitting there, and of course, the guys, the
Check.
older gentlemen, would all be drinking and everything else,
Spending the money you made him.
or doing whatever, back in the day. But yeah, it was kind of, it was awesome. A lot of girls got married in those days
Ah, yeah.
because they ran off.
La corrida.
But you guys sleeping outside or in a hotel or?
I used to sleep in the back of the truck.
Yeah, huh?
Yeah.
Because I know they take tents and they sleep
Yeah.
out there.
No, it was brutal. It was brutal. But you know what?
You don't notice as a kid, huh?
Yeah, you really don't. You just keep going. In the morning, you hear the pots and pans and look up.
Foggy.
There'd only be a sheet from one family to another, separating us when we were in different places. So it was tough. You remember that La Bamba?
Yeah.
When they look down at that girl taking a shower?
Yeah, yeah.
It happens.
Did you ever sneak off with the opposing family's daughters or?
I was too young at that time.
Yeah.
My brother did though. My oldest brother. Oh hell yeah! That son of a bitch had a bed in the back of the truck.
And now you guys are hating, huh? Trying to think.
But one thing he always did, he'd always bring something for Mom to eat. Not my dad, for her. It could be a hamburger, it could be whatever, but he'd always bring her something to eat every time.
After work?
No, after we went messing around.
Hey, well, you know what? You're right. Nowadays, people can't take that shit. You know, they quit the first sign of a little thing, you know? A little text message, now they're divorced. Like, what the hell? Or a little, you know?
Oh, exactly.
Back in the days, they used to take beatings. They used to, you know, women were more, you know?
Yeah,
they were fight back and shit.
they knew what was going on.
Yeah, huh?
They knew what was going on. That's why sometimes I get mad at the women, you know. What are you doing, stupid? She's going to divorce you. She's going to get part of your money. And she's going to, whether you like it or not.
And you're going to cry.
Yeah. But you're the one that knows, cabrón.
Yeah. How long have you been drinking?
Me?
Yeah.
14.
14 years or since you were 14?
14.
Age.
Solid answer. No, he's not saying age 14. He's just saying
That's what time I started smoking, too.
Yeah? And what, you still achieve it or no?
I haven't smoked in 3 years, over 3 years now.
But the whole time you smoked?
Yeah.
Joints, blunts, bong,
No, never.
marijuana? or tobacco?
Just cigarettes.
Marlboro Reds or what?
Yeah.
The red ones?
Mm-hmm.
Long
Well-
or shorts?
Longs.
Oh, yeah, real smoke.
When I started, me and my brother Joe, my dad used to smoke Pall Mall, non-filtered.
God.
And we'd cut the box open and cut the back and pull out a couple. Really, you don't think he knew we took his goddamn cigarettes?
Oh, they haven't counted.
You know.
And what, you took your first puff or what?
Yeah.
You stole it from your dad?
Yeah.
That's what happened to me.
Pall Malls.
When I was smoking a cigarette, right? And I was like, probably like a sophomore, freshman. And I don't know what I'm doing. I was just, and my neighbor caught.
Trying to be cool.
Yeah, trying to be like my dad, kind of.
Yeah,
Because
yeah.
it wasn't even in friends. It wasn't even in a circle. It was by myself. So I'm right here, and I'm smoking, and the neighbor's like, Lionel, what are you doing? I'm like, nothing. You smoke? Like, I'm trying it. And then he gave me a nug of weed. He's like, look, if you're gonna smoke this shit. Don't smoke that shit. And he gave me a nug of weed, and I've been smoking ever since.
And I
But I
never
don't
did.
touch cigarettes.
And I never did.
Huh? I never touched another cigarette.
And I never touched marijuana.
You never even tried it?
Oh, I tried. And,
But you didn't like it? Why didn't you like it? To
to be
slap?
honest with you,
Yeah.
I was over there on the defense.
Oh, you like uppers or what?
Nope.
Or what do you mean?
You want to fuck with me? I'm ready.
Okay.
Okay. And if you're high, you're kind of too relaxed.
Can't do that.
So how many fights you been in?
That's a hard one to answer.
Did you clothesline someone on the way here? So when was your first fight though?
Like, how old were you when you?
Probably.
Not with your brothers, nothing. Your first
No,
action.
actually, he became my brother-in-law back in
Was that the reason you
when
fought?
I was
or it
in
was
third grade.
third grade?
Yeah, his name was Tom.
How'd it go? Or what was the
He
situation?
gave me a bloody nose. I gave him one.
He socked you first though, or what?
I don't remember.
Usually when you have strict
Yeah.
parents, you get punched first.
Yeah,
Because they tell you if they swing at you or they hit you, then you hit them,
yeah. I don't remember on that one.
But then after that, you just kept going, or what?
Oh yeah, we just yeah. I've been shot. I've been stabbed.
Where'd they
Yeah.
shoot you at?
Right here,
Like here in Lindsay, or what?
Porterville.
Damn, little bar thing, or what?
Wedding.
Wedding? Yeah, you got something under your belt, don't you? See, that's why I wanted you in here, man. You're like, what do you want from me? Before we started this interview, he's like, why do you guys have me here? What do you want from me? This guy's a walking Lindsay book,
The history.
So when did you get stabbed? Where at?
Oh, I got stabbed over here.
But are these all the fights that you're going at it with someone and they
Well,
sideburst
yeah.
you? Or is
Yeah.
it like the person you're fighting?
No, the person I'm fighting.
So the guy who
The
shot you,
guy that shot me was I was at our wedding, and we were all. I was with my oldest brother. We were in the hallway right there at Sherwood Williams, across from the Oak Pit.
Mhm.
Right there, and we're standing there, and the guy's. I don't know why he hit me in the shoulder. So my brother grabbed him, started pounding on him. So
After he shot you?
So yeah, no.
This was
So,
before gun.
This is before the gun. So I pulled my brother off. I said, hey, he hit me. Mine. So I started going at him, hit him. So it went on for a little bit. It's longer than what you think in time,
No, yeah.
And then I was hitting him, and then all of a sudden somebody grabbed my arm. I looked up, and it was my mother. So I backed off. He pulled the gun. Shot me, my mother, my sister, my cousin, Frank Garza. That was 8 of us shot that night.
Are you serious?
No, I am totally serious.
Damn. And nobody passed
Nobody's
away?
killed. No.
Shit.
Yeah.
That's a crazy story, man.
Oh.
Damn, so how many bullets did he have? 9?
Another one came out. There was 2 of them.
Oh, really?
The guy that I got in a fight with, his buddy came over and backed him up. So there was 2 guns.
So the guy that was getting beat up had a gun on him the whole time?
Yeah.
Or the guy who came brought the gun?
The guy that I got in a fight with had a gun in his back waist. So when I got stopped by my mother, he pulled it out.
Damn, and you guys lived out there at that time, or you guys were partying? Or what was it?
Oh, it was a wedding. We were having fun.
Damn, that's crazy, man. That's a good one. And what about the time you got stabbed?
That was easy.
How's that?
You got lucky.
Yeah?
Bitch.
How did that one go? You were.
Well, because I went around the corner, I didn't see him. And,
Oh, he caught you slipping? It was an enemy?
well, I wasn't paying attention.
But you guys had already had drama?
And I should have. All right, fucker. Yeah. I would have thrown him in the canal, but they stopped me.
So when he got you, did he drop you, or the adrenaline like you chased
Oh,
him?
no. The
didn't feel that.
adrenaline was going. No, you're not going. No, hell no. But this one time, this son of a bitch, straight up from the high school, go up the mountain right there. So I went up and partied with some boys. Oh shit! I got too many stories, dude. Fuck, dude.
You say, man.
No. And that one was crazy, dude, because
everybody used to party under the L, huh?
well, there was a house way back this way, 2-story house back in the day, and we were partying there and everything else, and these guys drove up, and they said, what'd they say? We just got this free beer from this guy.
But stole it from him, or
They stole it from
okay.
and beat him up. Yeah.
Free.
And
No, that was free.
and I told them, I said, that's pretty chicken shit, motherfuckers. All of them. White boys. All of them. And one decided to hit me with a 2x4. All right.
So they got there, like
I crawled to my car. I crawled to my car and came down to town and picked up some buddies. All right, let's go. And I told them all, I said, you know what? You leave me alone. All you do is don't let them run. And I got them one by one. 2 of them got away. Chester Cathy, which in 1976, 70, right in there, he killed about 6 people here in town.
Oh shit! I thought you were gonna say you caught him.
No. He
didn't catch you then.
was one crazy motherfucker. Chester
yeah?
Cathy. Yeah.
Shot him or what?
He killed. No, I didn't.
No, how did he kill?
Yeah, he shot him.
Oh shit!
Yeah.
So he was crazy then, huh?
No, he was nuts. The other one got away and came to apologize, and I know, fuck it, you know.
And what your whole time, like when this is all going on, you were just working for your pops?
Yeah.
So your whole job, that's the only job you had your whole life? Just working?
Oh hell no! I've had so many jobs you wouldn't even fucking think of it, dude.
Really?
Fuck yeah! I got out of high school and I went to work for Copeland Lumber. I worked for Copeland Lumber for 15 years. Different 4 stores. I worked Woodlake, Exeter, Visalia, and Lindsay. Then after that, I worked at California Rio on Palm right there. That's where that packing house is now. That's when I joined the military. Came back out and I was a bricklayer.
You did 4 years in the military or what?
3.
Oh, 3 years.
Then got out of there and then built pools, did that, laid brick, did that. Sambo's, which is Blackberry, Porterville.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, we built that.
No shit. From scratch or what? The whole thing?
Yeah, well, we totally, yeah.
Oh, damn.
That's back in 77 when Elvis Presley was killed.
You remember
when he
did it
died.
come out on the news or what?
No, they came out on the news. We all went home when we heard about it.
Really?
Yeah.
It was that heartbreaking or what?
Well, yeah.
It was like Michael Jackson dying, or how bigger than that, or how was it? I don't.
Michael Jackson was a fag, bro. Come on.
So what? Elvis was like what? Rock and roll. So there was no hip hop back then, huh?
He was just a cool motherfucker, and yeah, we took the day off after we heard about it.
You ever see him live?
No, I wish I would have. No. But I got married in '76, so there was not a lot of.
Are you still married right now?
Oh, hell no. Twice times. Married 21 years the first time. She was a white lady.
Okay.
So my boys are both half breeds. And the second one was, I'll just leave that one alone.
That one didn't last enough?
5 years.
5 years?
Yeah.
And after that you said, I'm done?
Yeah,
Or
actually.
you tried one more?
No. Hell no. No, I dated other girls and everything else for a while. Then they all try to, well, why don't you wear this tonight? And nah.
Wear what?
I'll wear whatever the fuck I want to wear. That didn't go over
Change you,
good.
Lionel?
Try to change you, huh?
Try to change you?
There you go. Exactly.
If you love me that much, why you trying to change me, huh?
I'm rough cut. Just rougher and shit. And
But you're the one who kicked them out, or what?
no. I got divorced by both of them. Yeah, they both divorced me.
Oh, okay.
Because I wouldn't fucking.
Yeah, you wouldn't budge?
No.
Like, it's been this long, he's not budging. What are you going to do?
No.
That's cool, man.
Yeah, that's just part of life.
So what do you think about Lindsay right now?
Needs a lot of progress.
In what aspect?
In the aspect of building the town back up.
Because when you say there's a J.C. Penney's and all this big stuff, because there was a Chevy dealership too, huh?
Yeah. Where was it?
Yeah, no, love
Where was it?
Too, right next door to
Where was
Progress. Right next door to Progreso. Like right in front of the Lindsay Food
Progreso.
Center. You know how I know? Because my white S10, that one came from there. On the paperwork and on the license plate says Lindsay Chevrolet.
So where was the Oldsmobile?
The what?
Oldsmobile.
Dang, where's that at?
Yeah, where was that?
Because at the Bank of America, that was another dealership, no?
That was a car wash.
It was a car wash?
And also, back in the day, it was a fucking water.
Water.
Culligan's.
Oh, Cooligan? The
Yeah.
one that's right?
It was there.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
And what was that? Fat Boys? Or Chaparrito?
That boy was Napa.
Oh, Napa, huh?
I still remember.
But before then,
What was it before?
it was Superette.
Was
But it was a butcher. It was a store.
Oh, he would cut meat?
He cut meat. It was a grocery
Next
store.
door
It was a grocery
carniceria.
store.
Oh,
Then
it
you
was a
go,
grocery
and then you go down all the way. That was a liquor store. Then you had the next door, which is now a little restaurant or whatever. It was a laundromat. Then keep going down to the corner. It was Pepper's Market,
Where what's that?
where what's it, Dollar General, whatever the fuck it's called now.
Because there was a freaking, like, an auto mechanic place, no?
That was Shapatsky's.
Yeah.
Right next door was a little market, just a home, dad and mom's place.
What about where Bob Driving is?
That's always been Bob's.
Even when Bob, there hasn't been a
Yeah,
Bob
and
in
then from the Orange, if you look from the Orange where the park is now,
Mhm.
A&W.
The restaurant? A&W?
No. Caddy Corner, going toward the track, where the park is right there. It was A&W.
What about where the Lindsay Food Center's at? That had to be a big store.
Oh, back in the day, yes, it was.
I heard there was a Kohl's or something, but I'm not sure.
There's a
Mervin's here? There was a Mervin's too, no?
no. There was no Coles either. Back in those days, no. They weren't even, no. The only one you had is J.C. Penney. You had 5 and 10. Then you had Lindsay Electric. You had, oh my God, what was the other one? The Landers. Then across the street you had the stationery store and the plumbing place. Yeah, there was a lot going on back in those days.
You feel like it was busier back then?
Oh, hell yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, hell yeah.
There
Big
ain't
time.
nothing to do
Big
no
time.
more, huh?
No. Yep. Yeah, there's nothing. That's why everybody's going to try to make it right there at Chaparritos. They're not going to make it, dude.
Everybody's been trying.
They're not going to make it.
Well, maybe the new guys that are starting, they have 4 locations. So they might have something.
Don't matter.
You don't think so? Because Chaparritos
I'll
actually
bet you
has
$100 right now they don't make it.
For how long?
Exactly.
No, that matters because I'm down to
Yeah.
bet, but odds are important.
Well, of course.
So for how long?
I'll go 5 years they don't make it.
Oh, damn. We already got 5 years?
Say 2.
You know they got capital backing them up.
Yeah, for a year or
'Cause,
2. Yeah, for sure.
yeah. They got capital backing them up right now because you figure they're doing all this remodeling shit. It ain't gonna work. Then you got the other
Very nice.
Mexican place coming in where Straw Hat was.
That one's like, there you go.
Come on. The other one's barely making it out there at fucking the old Waffle House.
Oh,
No, they already changed it again, too. It's called Cielito Lindo now. It was a pachingada.
I told you, Holmes.
And why do you think that is? 'Cause there's not enough people here. Or what?
Not everybody wants all that kind of Mexican food, bro.
I think there's like a saturation of Mexican food.
I'm just saying, they're like all the cuties and everything else in the fruit. You blew it up.
Yeah.
There's too much. This marisco, we weren't raised with mariscos.
Yeah, exactly.
And all of a sudden you're trying to push it, of course, Duran and all them, they're going to love it, But you got the old guys like us, no.
I have that talk with my lady too because she's like, "Oh, let's go eat Mexican food." I'm like, I ate Mexican food every day of my life.
Yep.
Just because you're a microwave baby and you were more, I'm like, dude.
So I get shit when people ask me, "Hey, bro, where do you want to go eat?"
Yeah.
Anything but Mexican
What do you
food.
want to eat?
Yeah, I went to In-N-Out today.
Yeah, and it's
Got done with the
bomb.
doctor. I said, you know what, man, I haven't done this in a while. Fuck it.
Double?
No, hell no.
Single?
Just a hamburger.
Single?
Yep.
No cheese.
No cheese. And that's the other thing. When I worked at Walmart, I spent 7 years there. You go to the cafeteria. Un hamburguesa, por favor. Con cheese? No te pregunté por cheese. That's how ornery I am. I never asked you for that shit.
I didn't say cheeseburger. I said hamburger.
Yeah. Or I go up to the counter, take my beer up there. Is there anything else? Did I put anything else up there?
Hey, ornery's a new word for you guys.
Really? Very fucking simple.
He said, put the beer on the counter. Anything else? Did I put anything else? But it's real shit, huh?
Yeah, I mean, I'm not being honest about it, but did I put anything else up there? No. No.
So then,
Yeah,
I got a couple more questions. We're almost out of here. Eh?
Good, because I got to take.
Okay, yeah. How'd you get a chair with your name on the orange? At the orange?
That was done by Jose and They brought it in. I didn't ask for it. They just brought it in.
Kinda,
And,
no?
Huh?
They say you earned it. When I asked,
Well, because I've been there over 30 years.
30 years at the orange, same seat. It says your name on it, you're a staple.
I've been going. I used to bartend there.
Really? And who was the owner? Johnny Zad or what?
Nope.
Or it wasn't called the Orange?
Tommy Joe Thompson.
Was it called the Orange?
Yeah, it's always been called the Orange.
Oh, but different owners or what?
Mm-hmm.
Damn, that's a good one too. That I didn't know.
Yeah.
Next door to the Orange, what was that? Is something burned down, no?
Yeah, that was a pool hall where I learned my trade.
What, playing pool?
Yeah.
You badass or what?
Wasn't there a Chinese restaurant next?
I wouldn't bet against me.
Do you play for the team at the Orange?
I just yeah. I don't play with the Letty and all them no more. I used to play. I played that for years with my ex-wife Cindy. And in 2002, I took Tulare County #1 shooter.
Really?
Yeah, really. Yeah.
Cheers to that. Hey, you have a lot of compliments, man. Compliments, bro. You do. And why you act like you're nobody? You're somebody, bro.
Hey.
And like me, my goal is to show the youth of Lindsay, how there's history here.
There is a lot of history here.
And if no one spreads
Come
it,
out of that pool hall and hear something. My buddies yelling at me, "Hey, Lionel! I know you're out here." I was smoking in those days. Give me a cigarette. Motherfucker, it won't go through the netting. It's a jail.
In the jail? Also, while you were playing pool, you could see people in the jail?
No, I could hear them.
Oh, okay.
They'd always,
Like outside, right?
oh yeah, they'd always be yelling at me because they knew I was there.
What would have been
Motherfuckers.
like the last year the jail actually had people in it? I mean, more.
70s.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Did you did they lock you up in there?
No.
At all?
Yeah,
No.
that's I've had it too.
No. No.
How many cells are in there?
No, there's only one cell, mijo, but there's six beds.
Oh, shit. But was there like an office around there? Or that just where
Oh, no. They put you in there and freeze your ass.
Oh, shit.
You can get a tour from
Oh,
John,
yeah.
because he owns it.
Oh, yeah. That's cool, man. I know.
All right, I got to go to the bathroom, guys.
Yeah.
So,
We're pretty much done. And
Ooh,
anything you want to tell the people?
oh, thank you for listening for crazy old fucker.
We appreciate you, man. Thank you very much. Go take your piss, because I think you might start eating it.
Why they always tripping? We do this every day. They must not know how we do it where we stay. In Cali, we bout it.